Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, what is the scope of the variable created inside the try block or catch block in Java? Let me answer. Whether it is a try block or whether it is a catch block or whether it is a finally block, doesn't matter guys. When you create a variable inside this try block or catch block or finally block or any other block in Java, the scope of the variable is up to that block only. Outside the block, if you try to access such variable, you are going to get a compiler error saying that the variable A cannot be accessed or some kind of error you will get. Okay. You have to create a variable like that. Some message will come. Okay. So the scope of the variable created that is created inside these blocks like try block, catch block or any other block in Java is up to the block only in which it is created guys. Outside the block, we cannot access that variable. Let me practically demonstrate this for you. For that, I'll switch to Eclipse IDE and create a new class. I'll just name this class as 3 for sample with main method. Now, I'm going to write some code inside this main method. I'll just write a try block here. Okay, try block. And inside the try block, I'll create a variable. Okay, I'll create a variable outside the try block. Let's say int a is equal to 10. Here inside the try block, I'll say int b is equal to 5. Okay, now if I try to access this system.out.println, system.out.println, inside the try block, if I try to access this variable a and b, I can access guys, not a problem because this variable is created inside the method and outside the block. So I can access this inside the block. Okay, not a problem. And same way, I can access this variable b because it is created inside the block only. Now I'll create some catch block here. Here I'll say exception E. Okay, catch block exception E. And here also I'll create a variable int c is equal to, let's say, some 9. Okay, here if I say system.out.println a, I can access a. System.out.println. If I try to access b, you see the variable is created inside the try block. So the scope of this variable b is up to this try block only. Even in catch block, you cannot access. You see, b cannot be resolved to a variable. It's asking us to create a fresh variable. Okay, because it cannot see what variable got created in the try block because catch is another block. Okay, so I commented it out because I'm getting an error. Similarly, if I say system.out.println c, I can access this because this variable is created inside the catch block. The scope of this variable is up to the catch block in which it is created. The scope of the variable b is up to the block in which it is created, that is try block, whereas scope of the variable c is up to the block in which it is created, that is catch block, and the scope of the variable a is throughout this method, guys. Okay, throughout the method you can access. So if I try to access this variable a, b, c outside this try block, I can access a easily because a is directly created inside the method. It's a local variable for this method. Throughout the method, this variable can be accessed. Whereas if I try to access b, I cannot access. The reason here is b is local to this try block. B variable is created inside the try block, hence we cannot access. System.out.println c, I cannot access c also because c is created inside the catch block and it's local to the catch block. Okay, hence b and c cannot be accessed outside the blocks. So hope guys you got the answer for this question with practical demonstration, right? What is the scope of the variables or variable that is created inside the try block or catch block in Java or any other block in Java? The scope of the variable created in such kind of blocks in Java is up to the block in which they are created. Outside the block, if you try to access, you are going to get compiler errors and you cannot access them. Okay, with practical demonstration, I've answered this question for you. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.